All right, Black and White Network, we are back with another video. We got some breaking news from the White House. Now, Beijing Biden knows he's in trouble in the midterms. Democrats are in major trouble here in the midterms, folks. And I guess I kind of could have speculated that Joe Biden would actually try to do something pretty desperate here to actually salvage the midterms for the Democrats. I don't think it's going to work. But now Joe Biden has pardoned thousands of people in federal prison for simple marijuana possession. He actually did that. And I believe this is strictly because of the midterms. He is in huge trouble. And also the Brittany Griner situation. If you guys have been following us over on Black and White Sports, she was actually sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison for bringing in canisters with hashish oil used for marijuana over there. I believe she had like less than a gram or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And Joe Biden has been taking a lot of heat for actually saying, oh, she's wrongfully detained over there, while you have thousands of people here in the United States locked up for the same thing. Here we go, guys. Breaking. This is on the Daily Wire. Biden pardons thousands with federal convictions for drug crimes, orders states to do the same. Now, he has not decriminalized marijuana possession. He can't do that. That would actually take an act of Congress right there. He just can't sign something and overturn federal law like that. But this is why he's actually pardoning the people locked up in federal prisons. Now, the states, this is going to be kind of interesting, guys. He wants the states to actually follow his lead and do the same thing. Now, he may actually try to, take it out on red states that said, no, we're not going to actually do that. But anyway, it says here, Beijing Biden announced Thursday afternoon that he was pardoning thousands of people who had prior federal convictions for possessing marijuana, and he urged governors to do the same at the state level. Biden said that people being held accountable for choosing to violate marijuana laws, quote, has upended too many lives and incarcerated people for conduct that many states no longer prohibit. Criminal records for marijuana possession have also imposed needless barriers to employment, housing, and educational opportunities, he said. And while white and black and brown people use marijuana at similar rates, black and brown people have been arrested, prosecuted, and convicted at disproportionate rates. Now, who can you actually thank for that? You can actually thank Joe Biden for that, for the 1994 crime bill. Joe Biden did that. It was Joe Biden. So for you people out there that vote Democrat and don't know what you're really voting for, this man is the reason why the quote unquote black and brown people were locked up. It was him. He did that. But anyway, quote, I am announcing a pardon of all prior federal offenses of simple possession of marijuana, Biden said. I have directed the Attorney General to develop an administrative process for the issuance of certificates of pardon to eligible individuals. There are thousands of people who have prior federal convictions for marijuana possession who may be denied employment, housing, or educational opportunities as a result. Next, Biden urged all governors to do the same, saying that if people should not be in local jail or state prison for that reason. Biden also said that he was directing his Health and Human Services Secretary and the Attorney General to initiate a review process looking at how marijuana is scheduled under federal law. So there you have it, guys. This is a desperate move for votes. Nothing more. This is a very desperate move because he wants to salvage the midterms. Nothing more than that, even though Biden is the reason why so many people were actually locked up in federal prisons. Now, let me tell you this, guys. I talked about this on the sports channel here. There was an NBA player named Montrezl Harrell this summer. The man was caught with a bunch of weed in Kentucky, and it's actually against the law over there. He was actually arrested, detained, and it's completely illegal over there in Kentucky. He was actually looking at, I believe, 3 or 5 years in prison. But you know what the cop said? The cop said, we're not the weed police. They really didn't even care. And guess what, folks? He was actually only charged with a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor. And if he actually stays clean the next 12 months, it will be expunged from his record. That was in a red state, folks. That is in a red state right there. So Joe Biden is going to try to weaponize this for states, probably red states that don't want to actually overturn, weed convictions or anything like that. He's going to use that, but in states anyway, they're not even really prosecuting weed. They're just not. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, what do you guys think Joe Biden is doing? This is a desperation move. And when it comes to the midterms, folks, nobody cares about marijuana. That is not the top issue for people. It is mainly inflation, gas prices, and for people on the left, they're talking about abortion before weed. Nobody cares about weed. Nobody cares about that. But this is a Hail Mary, and I don't think it's going to work, guys. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.